the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wisconsin's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Finds his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense has its first opportunity of the day. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody's...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's O'Neal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge. It's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pucks it out of the air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Nebraska! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Right on target this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Fires to the tight end.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Working that left side now. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Motion from the wideout. second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Badgers' offense will be first on the attack. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Badgers will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ives. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. To the air. It's O'Neal. Rushes on him. On the move and looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Working on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection. The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. And off to Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's O'Neal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, H. Clark. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle. It's McClure. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. The quick out. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And off to Jones. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
To the air, it's Raiola. Bears the pressure. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ives. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Rides the back on the option to give. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Past the 50. The 30. The 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Badger. Just one moment, and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The play-action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Nelson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Under fire.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all in his play on that side.
The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He'll do it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. from the gun, the ground game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McClure. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Huskers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The option look. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll go to the ground. At the 15, he's loose. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's complete on the right side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Huskers send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Discards it with the stiff arm.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. To the air, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Ives. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down, he'll throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll try the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. In the red area, it's McClure. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Finds a spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And off to Jones. Nice move there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Try and play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McClure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Clark. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He'll keep it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Completes the shuffle pass. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pulls it and fires to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. To the air on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today.
Dude, how about that move? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position.
Turning it on! Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Reads it, fires complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To throw, it's Raiola. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. To the air on 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Breaks free. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. And that one did not work. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback, make the stop, get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Huge field goal attempt could tie the game, and he'll have to make it through ear-splitting noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. All tied up, just over a minute to go, guys. Still plenty of time for a finish. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've put themselves in prime position right here, Jesse, to have a chance to win the game.
So how about this offensive line, David? Can they get some push? Because you're expecting them now to run the football to help the kicker out.
You're in a great situation. You're not in a rush. You don't have to hurry up. You know what you need to go out here, lead the clock, and kick the game-winning field goal.
Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.